Hello everyone, it's Gallic from Noctua Owl Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Hope everything is going well today. We will be creating our own custom nation for an achievement. So not much talking here, we are going to go right into the gameplay. Here we are at this selection screen here. For Ideas Guy, you need to have a 3-province developed nation basically. You start off as an OPM, but you have 800 points to spend on your custom nation. Most people will get this by just, starting over here in the New World and conquering these guys, or maybe even Mexico. Not too hard. You get all of that gold right there. That'd really help you out. But I'm going to go ahead and do it in Europe. Now, where I like to do it in Europe is right here in Poland, where I'm touching the HRE so I can join it. So we're going to go ahead and create a custom nation here. There we go. Oh, wow. Look at that flag. That is absurd. But let's go ahead and pick this. There we go. This is who we're going to play as. Now, I of course have 6s for my ruler. Naturally, he's going to be a charismatic negotiator for that diplomatic reputation. And then we're also going to be Prussian with Livonian autocracy. Now with Livonian autocracy, I'll show you in game so it's a little easier. It's amazing. There's so many Livonian order Livonian monarchies to choose from. There's a mercenary one. I was tempted to do that and just basically be Germany, Switzerland, which would have been a lot of fun. But for this campaign, I want to basically become the emperor and keep it. So there's going to be no forming Prussia, even though that is always tempting to do. But we're going to go ahead and avoid that. So we're going to start with this Diplo Rep +2. Then we're going to get Land Leader Shock +2 to help us early game. Late game, it's definitely not as good, but I want to give us a good edge at the start here. Infantry combat ability +20%, morale of armies +15, trade efficiency +20, and then we're going to get goods produced 2. So I believe I'm going to make so much money on goods produced because of this. I've never used this before, so we're going to see how broken it really is. We're going to get national manpower modifier +30%, discipline 7.5%, core creation -20%, and then ambitions goods produced modifier +20%. We're going to be making so many goods here in Germany. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and click done here. Yeah, we're going to select it because I didn't need to do that. I'm just being a silly goose on the loose. We're going to go ahead and click this, and then we're going to put Ideas Guy. There we go. We're going to start. And then when we get into game here, I'm going to go ahead and cut away and do all my estates. I'm going to pretty much do all the starting stuff. So I will see you in a moment. I went ahead and did my estates here. I just did this. I just try to get them close to 50. I'm going to try to keep their influence a little down so we can get some crown lands when we do conquer. I want Wolgast to only stay allied to Saxe-Lauenburg. Hopefully that could happen. He usually doesn't get strong allies, but if he's rival to Brandenburg and Bohemia and Brandenburg rival each other, he can tend to get Bohemia, and that will kill this run quicker than you think. We could go into the Teutonic Order here. Easily, it'll just take longer. I just want a little bit of growth. And with Wolgast and Saxe-Lauenburg over here, this is pretty much like a Brandenburg Open. When they're allied, what I'll do is I will take these 2 lands, and then I will vassalize them, and then I'll also vassalize Saxe-Lauenburg, so I could get 2 more, guys on my side, and then I could do the strong duchies. I love doing that. It's just one of those things I like doing. And then I also have a little bit more manpower from them. Gives us a little bit more strength. So we did the estates. I allied Poland. And married them. I royal married Austria to get this up. To get into the HRE, we only need 101. So we basically need to ally Austria in the end here. So now I'm going to let the game tick. I am currying favors with Poland because we are going to use him to beat up the Teutonic Order later. Hopefully I can get Danzig Tuschl here and Konigsberg, because that'll just be fantastic. In my last test run, they did not give this over to Brandenburg, and I got these two. It was great. I doubt that'll happen this time. So when something does come up, I'll be sure to bring you guys back into the fold. Until then, I'll see you then. So I just got an alliance with Austria. We are going to go ahead and join the HRE now. So we will lose that third diplomat, which sucks, but that's not the end of the world. I did go ahead and get up to my force limits. That way we do get claims on every neighboring province. Now, I don't know when they change this, but it is a great change. I like that, so it helps expand a little bit more. And then when you get this one, it also does that. In my other previous playthrough, I was trying to figure out how I got claims on everybody again, but it's a simple expansion here, which is nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to war with Wolgast here. Like I said, he's allied just to Saxe-Lauenburg, and I wanted to keep it that way, and the earlier we do it, the better. So we're going to go ahead and attack him. I'm going to recall our guy here. And then what I'm going to do also is curry favors with Austria, because if I need him for wars, I can bring him in. Because sometimes the Teutonic Order absolutely loves to bring in Denmark. He'll like ally Denmark. Unfortunately, he did ally Brandenburg, so that's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's not too bad because we do have Poland right here who will help us, hopefully. But at least if I bring in curry favors with Austria, he could help with that as well. So when I can, I'm going to go ahead and curry with them. But for now, we'll just go to war with these two and vassalize them. So I'll see you at the end. All right, unfortunately, Lübeck declared war on Saxe-Lauenburg as soon as I declared war on Wolgast, so that kind of sucks. So we're going to go ahead and peace out Saxe-Lauenburg here. And I don't think I can take anything, so that's just how it is. Unfortunately, he's still at war with Wolgast, so unless... if I vassalize him right now, he'll just basically go to war with me. And I don't really want to fight Lübeck right now, even though, that being said, I could get Lübeck. I need to curry favors here. So what I'm going to do is just think on it for a moment. Because if it's just him, we should be okay and we could call in Poland. Oh, you know what? That's too tempting. So we'll call our guy back from Austria. We will go ahead and send demands here. Does that end our war? It looks like it, because it wasn't a direct one. I was wistful thinking on my part, but you know, that's fine. Unfortunately, I only got one vassal out of this, and that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and keep currying favors here, and we'll just keep slowly growing. Our next war is more likely just going to be the Teutonic Order, so I'm just going to keep currying until that happens. So we're going to go ahead and declare war on Teutonic Order here. My biggest problem right now is Brandenburg and Saxony keep voting for each other. So I'm going to... well, he was just voting for me. I don't know why it just dropped off. I also understand that he does want... he is voting for himself, but I just had it in the positive. I don't know what went wrong there. We'll fix that in a moment. We're going to break their alliance with the Brandenburg because these guys are allied to him. So that should make it easier for him to vote for me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to call in Poland. We're going to call in the Palatinate. And yeah, we're going to go to war. This shouldn't be too hard. I'm going to say this is the war goal, so they'll give it to me because they do want pretty much all of this land right here, except these two. Those aren't vital importance. So here's mine. Here's Poland. Yeah. So these should be flipped to me, and then this one should get flipped to me. So I have to stand on Danzig to get it, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna declare war, call these guys in, declare war. I am a tech ahead, so they should just kind of leave me alone and let me do my thing here. Poland should dogpile onto here, and then we'll go fight guys when we can, and we should be pretty good. So they should If I have to come back and get this, I will. I'm gonna go ahead and pick off this guy right here. There we go. And we're gonna come back to Danzig. And if we have to, we could sit right here in Konigsberg. That's fine. I just want to make sure that he's gonna siege people down, but it looks like he's kind of being aggressive. So I'm just gonna hang out right here for a second. Our war with the Teutons is over. Pretty much Poland carried us, and that was fine. We're gonna go ahead and take this. He did not give these lands to Brandenburg, so that's awesome for us. We are going to get only Stettin in the coalition, which is really nice. So we'll let him get here, and boom. We'll go ahead and do a long peace deal with him. We'll core everything up. We'll get Tech 4. We'll root out some corruption here. We have actual loans we could take now, so we'll go ahead and do my burgers loans finally. So let's go ahead and do that. And it looks like one of my big blocks that I'm going to hit is actually going to be Lubeck, because he is growing like crazy over here. So we'll see what happens there. I need to develop for the Renaissance now, and I need to get Danzig to have it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Pretty much now it's just kind of like a waiting game to see what happens. I'm currently ahead to become the emperor right now. That could change. One of these guys could flip to Austria. We'll see. It might be unlikely, but if Austria dies soon, his guy dies soon, it's fine. He did get Hungary in a personal union, which is actually really nice, because that means when Poland decides to go against me, like he's wanting to now, we'll go ahead and just use Hungary, Austria against him. So that's great. Poland usually is gonna be fairly weak in the beginning militarily, because right now he only has a military skill of 1, so that's gonna be nice. I'll see you when something happens. I'll see you then. For my first government reform, I'm gonna go ahead and just curtail the noble privileges. Now, being a small nation like this, I would normally pick strengthen the noble privileges, but since I'm gunning for the HRE emperorship, manpower won't really be an issue when I get it, and I will get it. There's no doubting that. So we're gonna go ahead and just curtail and try to make a little bit more money. All right, just got Fossadine, and I believe it happened in Danzig here. So yay. Let's go ahead and say gems are truly outrageous. For my first idea, I think I'm gonna open up with diplomacy, because I'm gonna try to do as much things as I can diplomatically. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'm still gonna conquer, I'm still gonna do all that fun stuff, of course, but I really want more diplomatic reputation, since I'm already trying to stack a lot right now. So we get that, and then eventually we'll also get influential, because I do want to get more vassals as well. Like, we're gonna be able to like release guys and maybe get guys into our as vassals a little later on, and just having all that diplo is gonna help. We could also start fishing for trying to get PUs as well. So let's go ahead and do diplomatic, and then after that we might go religious, since we will be trying to keep the empire Christian. I just declared war on Mecklenburg. I thought I still had a year, but that was with Lubeck. So I'm gonna go ahead and vassalize him, and then we can attack Lubeck after that and get his cores back, as well as take Riga, because I do want to get more and more trade power here into the Baltic node. All right, our war with Mecklenburg is over, so we're just gonna go ahead and vassalize him. No big deal. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, I was kind of hoping that someone else would attack him so we can get like, call in my allies, but that's fine. It looks like Brandenburg is falling to Bohemia, unfortunately. They're allied to Denmark, and I think they are helping out pretty good over there, but I don't think it's enough to really save them, because they did stop them for a moment, but it is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and declare war on the Teutonic Order. They were guaranteed, they helped with the independence of Sweden, but it just flipped over where they won't help the Teutons anymore. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack for Culm, and we're gonna take maybe all of it. They are in the HRE now. I don't think I have to worry too much about Poland invading, because the Emperor would stop them. But we're gonna go ahead and just let's do Marienburg. Let's do, because I think we'll make it less aggressive So we'll do it for their capital. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy war. For our first age ability, we're going to go ahead, of course, and get justified wars here, because we do want that. And I don't think I talked about my government reform, my level 1 tier. It gives us plus 15% force limit modifier, minus 10% land maintenance. It has a weird 0.1% yearly army tradition decay. I think it might be 1%, but that's okay. It's no big deal. It gives us so much more. We also get aggressive expansion impact minus 10% and governing capacity modifier plus 10%. This is a really good one. And I think I was saying it earlier when I started. There's so many different Livonian or government reforms, tier 1s. It's crazy. I went with this one for the aggressive impact as well as a land force limit modifier. It's really, really good. It makes me actually kind of want to play Livonian order to see how you pick those, if that's how it happens. Well, we'll see about that. For now, this war is almost over. Something weird happened. Scotland actually inherited Burgundy. So I'm pretty sure Austria is going to demand the lowlands and get it, or France is going to contest it. It's going to be a big cluster over here, so we'll see what happens. Our war with Teutonic Order is done. He's only going to be 37 aggressive expansion, so I'm definitely going to fully annex him. Now, like I said, I could do this and just like leave this left, and we'd only take 27. I am tempted to do that, but right now I'm not really trying to grow too much, so taking this aggressive expansion isn't too bad. So we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and take it. I almost have enough to fully annex. I just gotta wait a month. Yeah, there we go. And I can fully annex them. And then I'm gonna get. Well, I still got 80%, so I'm still almost there. I just capped out on military power a moment ago, and then on top of it, I just got a thing to lower it by 5%. So I could have taken this and been Tech 6 or Tech 7 before anybody. I'm probably gonna take it because what I want to do is. There's actually an achievement to use cannons to barrage Bohemia, so I might do that soon. But for our next tier ability, tier 3 here, I'm going to go ahead and get diplomatic reputations because I am going to get vassals, so I do want that. I am going to see if I can pick up Brandenburg as a vassal, which would be really nice. I'm just hoping that Mecklenburg here actually gets a claim on him. He has not yet, though, so we'll see if that happens. And I'll probably break their alliance with Brandenburg right before it happens. Right now, I don't mind him being allied to as many people as possible because that way they won't get declared on. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to cool down right here for a moment. I'm going to build some more boats and I'll see you when something happens. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to war with Poland here. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and go to Poland here. I do have a military attack above both Lithuania and Poland. I'm Tech 7 to their Tech 5. So we're going to declare war. We're going to get Poznan here. We're just going to call everybody in to make this a lot easier. So yeah, pretty much it. I don't foresee it being a hard war. If I can, I will fight them. But for now, we'll probably just go ahead and get maybe we'll stand on Plock so that way we can get to Warsaw a bit easier. So let's go ahead and declare this, and I will see you after the war. All right, our war with Poland is finally over. They did give us a good run for our money because, well, there's a lot of Polish and Lithuania guys. Lithuania had a really good general. I lost my manpower, but that's because I hunted them down and killed most of them. That's how that works sometimes. So we'll need a short recovery, but we're going to need a recovery from taking all this land anyways. We're going to, you know, take what we can. We'll get 250 ducats, try to pay off some of our loans with all this. Yeah, going pretty good. We'll go ahead and take this. One thing I am going to do is I am going to release this guy right here, Galicia, so that way we can reconquest cores from him and just do that normal thing. And eventually maybe we'll go down to the Ottomans. Always fun to beat up. Oh, thank goodness. So I just got done with that war with Poland, and now we're elected as the new emperor. That's going to help a lot. It's going to give us a little bit more money. We're kind of bordering on taking another. I'm trying to get rid of all my loans, And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this emperorship, and we're gonna abuse it, but also try to release a lot of people. Um, we are going to get Brandenburg, and then eventually, which I make him happy, I'll turn myself into electorate. That's gonna be golden. But for now, we're still gonna just chill because we do have quite a bit of AE. It's not too terrible. Most of it is with Bohemia, which is fine. So yeah, I'll cool down and I will see you guys when everything gets caught up. All right, just finished diplomatic ideas. As you see here, we got both our infantry combat ability plus 20% and our morale of army. So we're doing really good there. We probably have a really strong army. Let's see, my morale is probably roughly around what, 270. I do have the Pope blessed ruler and all that, so that's nice. All right, we could go ahead and get a new idea. I'm thinking about going religious because when things do start flipping, I can then go in and convert it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We could also go military. I'll probably go offensive to stack the land force limit, the discipline, the land leader shock. Just all this is gonna be good for us regardless. I should have probably got siege ability for ideas. I think that would have been good too, but what I have right now is fine. So we'll go ahead and do religious because I do want to try to keep the HRE together, and maybe we'll go ahead and revoke the privilege and get everybody. But yeah, wow, what happened over here in Scotland? He must have got conquered by France, and then he inherited it. Okay, all right, so we got some weird stuff happening over there. I noticed that I could vassalize Gotland here, so I improved, allied, all that fun stuff. So now I have Gotland as a vassal. Yay. I do believe he's not a part of the HRE. He did ask to become a part of it, or at least get like coffers or something like that. I said no, but that's fine, doesn't really matter. And we'll declare for Revel. We might take Revel and then vassalize him so we have the trade node right away. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and declare war. There we go. And yeah, let's get this started. All right, the war with Livonian order is over, so we're gonna go ahead and just end that now. We're gonna go ahead and core this up, I think. Yeah, we're 10 of 10 right now. I want to annex a vassal, but I don't want to annex anybody in the HRE, because if we do that, then we get a malice for annexing them, which kind of sucks. So as soon as I get like one tick, I'll go ahead and declare war, and we will declare for reconquest, and we'll go ahead and take that over. And we're definitely gonna get Riga, which is gonna be amazing. I just got radical reforms, and every time this pops up, I am gonna say something about it, because if you are new and you don't know, I do want to show you how you get it. Now this will give me plus 200 admin and Diplo, or you could pick one or the other, or you could lose the stability over it. Silly things to do. Well, all you need to do to make this amazing is just simply fire your current admin and Diplo guy, and now you just get a free 200. Well, it's not free, you do have to pay for them back, which I had level 2 guys at half cost, so that's definitely one of the reasons why I'm doing it. If you don't mind losing them, then just go ahead and click it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get these free 200 right here, and then we'll go ahead and hire them back. There we go. And then we get our advisors back. All right, our war with Muscovy's over. I pretty much just whooped his butt everywhere. He had 40k. I got him down to 7 here. So yeah, we're doing really good. We're gonna annex all this right here to get one step closer to start controlling more Novigrad. So let's go ahead and take that for ourselves. All right, I just got done with the war with Austria and for Bohemian lands. I wanted to say no, but I wanted to keep the rep, so I said yes. But we don't need him as an alliance anymore. In fact, he's kind of just gonna become a rival. So we're gonna go ahead and just dissolve this alliance. I would really love for Castile to lose their junior partner of Aragon, but I don't know if France and Austria is gonna do it. I think they easily could take them. I don't know why they don't do it. All right, we finally get to pass our first Reformation here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. You know, local development costs, it's always nice. And we get Casus Bellies on people who have holdings in the Empire. So that means like France and Denmark here. I think that's it. We will have to go to war with France. That's going to be a nightmare. I can tell you that right now. They're doing quality, so we know they're going to be a nightmare. At least it's not quantity yet. We're going to go ahead and attack Berg here for Cleves. I'm going to take it for myself, so if the Reformation does happen like somewhere over here, I can get some claims and hopefully get rid of it. That's the hope. That's usually what I do when I play Emperor. I try to get like little stations everywhere to make it easier for that. So we're going to bring in Saxony. The real goal for this is so I can attack Brandenburg and vassalize him, because I can't get Saxony not to drop them as an alliance for a couple years. That's really the reason we're going to do it. So we're going to go ahead and start this war, and then we're going to wait 30 days, and then we're going to go ahead and attack Brandenburg here. And I'm definitely going to have to help poor Cologne. I'm going to go ahead and attack Brandenburg now. He's, like I said, he's only allied to Saxony, and he's on my side of this war. So we're just going to go ahead and start this. Alright, I did start the war with Brandenburg, and we won. I don't know if I killed his army, though. So let's go ahead and see if we can make him a vassal. We can. We're going to get 21 aggressive expansion. It's not that bad. Then we're going to use him to just reconquer cores cheaply. We still got to let some stuff die down, like, you know, coalition-wise, I'm sure. We do. We're good. It's not terrible, but, you know, we still should. All right, I just put another point into admin, and I just got goods produced modifier. Look at how much we're making in production already just because of that. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, Danzig is pulling in 4 ducats now, which is really nice. All right, so the war with Berg is over here. So we're just gonna go ahead and pick up Cleves. There we go. All right, for our next government reform, we're gonna go ahead and get lands for the church because we are gonna stay Catholic. You know, it's painful when you're gonna abduct the 666 for some imperial authority to help fix imperial authority. Right now, I'm losing 0.03 because I hold electorate, so I'm gonna take that from them. And the quickest, easiest way to do that, unfortunately, is to get rid of a 666. Sad day. So we're gonna go ahead and declare war on France for an imperial campaign. I just got Tech 9, which it was expensive, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm really sad that Castile hasn't been declared on for independence because he's got France and Austria to help Aragon, but he's just not doing it. I could also attack Savoy after this and maybe drain his manpower so they'll do it. But really, when it comes down to it, with this imperial campaign, you can only take imperial lands and release vassals. So I might release some vassals. All depends how much it's going to cost. Maybe I'll just release people from the HRE. I'm not sure yet. But for now, let's go ahead and attack them. They outnumber me with horses by just a little bit. But me being Tech 9, hopefully I can compensate for that. All right, we just finished our religious ideas here. So now if we do get the Reformation, hopefully we'll be right next to it. And then that way we can just declare war on them. That's a high hope, but you never know. We'll see, or at least try to get to them. Our war with France is going good. I just got Naples out. I have Strasbourg right here sieged down. I'm finally starting to get into this area. Let's go ahead and pick up our policy, missionary strength, and religious unity plus 25%, which is really nice. That means our lands aren't going to count towards our unity now, which is really nice. So we're going to end our war with France. I'm just going to take this one piece of land for now, and we're going to have a really short timer, and then we'll come back to it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to release Burgundy from it. Burgundy has all the cores they can still get because he was inherited by Scotland. With the inheritance, I believe. That's what I believe happened. It just turned yellow to Scotland, so it makes sense. and then I could just reconquer all their cores back. I was thinking about releasing stuff, but I'll do that after I get Burgundy back, and then we'll do it. I think it's about time we go ahead and take down Lubeck here. What I might do is release some people out of him too, just to shave him down, and just give us more princes, because a lot of princes got eaten from him. I don't need to control him. I just, if I'm going to get stuff from him, I would just want the trade centers and just keep having more princes here. So we're gonna go ahead and attack Lubeck. We might take Lubeck, maybe. We're gonna co-belligerent Rupin here, because we want to return that to Brandenburg as well. Man, I would love to take Hamburg and all that, but they're right now what are they called? Free cities, and I want to keep them around for a little longer for that power. Like I said, a lot of people have kind of gotten eaten down here, so let's go ahead and do it for Rostock, and we'll co-belligerent Hamburg, and we'll get this started. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and release all these little guys and return cores. We'll switch out one prince for 3 more, and they'll have a guarantee, so they won't get attacked. Once they get some alliances, then I'll go ahead and get rid of my guarantees, or just wait for them to kind of fall off. So an opportunity just arose. I was gonna just kind of chill for a moment, but I just noticed the Ottomans are on the move through Hungary and Austria, and well, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth here. So we're gonna go ahead and attack Scotland for all these lands back. So let's go ahead and we'll take probably Den Haag back. Nope, that's Utrecht. We'll take Amsterdam back. There we go. And we'll go ahead and declare war. All right, my war with Scotland is now over. We're gonna go ahead and just take all his core back, and we are gonna land over here in England, because I'm gonna pretty much end up in this trade node and try to make as much money as possible. So we'll just slowly grow this way for it. Let's go ahead and take all this. I think I got, nope, didn't get war reps, might as well. There we go. All right, we got all that reconquest that was super cheap to get back. So I'm gonna go ahead and declare war on Utrecht real quick. We're just gonna get these cores back, and then we'll go to war with France. I just want to be able to connect these. That's basically it. So we'll go ahead and get him is over, with Utrecht is over. We're just gonna make it simple. We don't want it too long, just in case we need to attack him for some reason. So we'll go ahead and end this. And yeah, it'd be great. There we go. And that goes back to Burgundy. So I did notice that there was a Reformation Center. Unfortunately, it's in the middle of my vassals' lands, so we're not going to be able to do it for another like 24, 25 years. It's got zeal on it. All right, we're going to go ahead and declare war on France. We're going to take a core back. Probably his old capital be best. So we're probably only going to be able to take basically all the cores back. It's probably going to be close to 100%. Luckily, there's no Naples. Brittany is a vassal, so that's not too big of a deal. And Seleucia is a vassal. That's going to be a pain in the butt to get, because let's face it, mountains are scary, especially with France. So let's go ahead and start this war here. It looks like I outnumber him just a little, so we'll see how well it goes. All right, the war of France is over. I'm going to take Calais from them. We're going to get all the cores for Burgundy back, and then we will declare war on them later to like start releasing people. Like there's a couple Imperial stuff still in here that we can release, and we might as well start releasing the other stuff too. But for now, we'll go ahead and we'll take 80. We'll go ahead and call that good. That's a nice chunk out of them. Burgundy's back. Unfortunately, my troops got stuck down here, and that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and just do cleanse superiority here, cleanse heresy. We'll white piece Hamburg just in case he decides to flip to a different one later on. So we're gonna go ahead and just do the cleanse heresy here. It shouldn't take too long. We just need to get their capital, and then we'll definitely take it for ourselves, and we'll take Holstein in this war. and then we'll go against Bohemia. So let's go ahead and finish this heresy here. All right, our war with Denmark is over. It was really fast, really easy. We only get 35 AE for taking this, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I probably could take that, but I don't really mind. I hope other people eat him so we don't have to worry about him anymore. So we'll just go ahead and take this. There we go. I just took Tech 10, so that means we get a new idea, and I'm definitely thinking offensive. I'm getting really good generals. This will only help more. Again, siege ability, always great. That discipline is going to be nice. More land force limit modifier, which will be great as well. That's what I'm thinking. I can always do quality for the infantry combat ability plus 10%. I could have gone innovative to stack that, but I think we'd be okay without it. We might go quality after offensive here, like in our thing, because we do have boats. We are using them, so it'd be a good idea. But I think offensive is a good start. It's hard not to take it for me. It really is. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to war with Bohemia down here. We're gonna take Plzeň from them as well and convert it after we court and all that fun stuff. So we'll go ahead and just do a show superiority. We'll walk in there, take all his stuff here. Hopefully we can get some combat in here. Oh, I didn't realize that Stenton was in it. So yeah, we'll come over here and fight these guys. All right, our war with Bohemia is over. I'm gonna take Opal over here because I believe I can release Silesia. Yep, I can. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're just gonna take these two. We want this Reformation Center. So yeah, it's not too bad. We're not gonna really get a coalition, so it's perfect. So now we just need to core these two. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and release Silesia. We might have to force them because they're going to be Protestant, but that's fine. We can force them a little later. He does not like us because I annexed the members of the HRE. I wonder why he has that when he's been gone so long. All right, so Mike King is 51. Again, it's one of those things where he's a 662. He's really good, but you just got to get that imperial authority. There we go, another emperor. And 346 isn't too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. So we can get our next tier 5 government reform. I'm gonna go ahead and get military engineering here. And we have good choices. Getting general war commissions is really nice for that military tech cost, minus 10%, yearly army tradition. It's not bad at all. I've been doing a lot of barrages, so I figure I'll probably keep up with that. If you're ever fighting in jungles, sustained discipline is definitely a way to go. You get that minus 15% land attrition. And then honestly, if you are fighting in a lot of jungles, I would go quantity. One, you're going to need the manpower because you're going to lose a lot in sieges. And you get this land attrition, you can get up to what? 40%, I believe, right there. And that's going to save you so much money in manpower. It's ridiculous. Okay, we just got rid of the Reformation down here in Pilsen, so that means no more Protestants should pop up. Now, it can still happen. They can get something for it to happen. That's no big deal. We still need to get the one in Leafland here. We can't do that for another 11 years, so it's going to cause a little bit of trouble over here. But again, it's okay. We'll be fine. Now I'm in a pickle here. I could get a newborn daughter, which I could declare as my heir. I'll lose some legitimacy to papal influence. Not a big deal. The problem is that I can't become emperor after that. I can pass pragmatic sanctions. It costs 25 imperial authority though, and 25 legitimacy. Again, legitimacy you can get up pretty easily through events by paying things and whatnot. So a 554 is not bad. I think I will do it. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and just declare war and get all these cores back. We will fight Sweden, which I actually think is a good thing because what I might do is free Finland here and get his cores back. Because I do want all of the Baltic node here. There we go, all the Baltic node. We're just missing this, and that's it. So we might as well do it. So let's go ahead and call in him. I would call in Sweden, but then we'll have to fight England. I don't want to fight England right now. Nobody over here is Protestant or anything like that, so I'll probably just, or else I definitely would. So we'll go ahead and take Lwów here, and we'll just go ahead and get some course. We're gonna go ahead and get Switzerland out of this war. We're gonna take Viborg and release Finland out of it, and it looks like we did get a reform here in Lithuania, if I didn't say, and we also got one over here in Switzerland. The Switzerland we could get rid of. This one is like the other one. It's spawned here, so we have to either force it to change, like make it move its capital to there, which we're not going to be able to do, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to wait it out, take it ourselves, and do it that way. And also, I'm going to figure out how to get this land from Switzerland. Not too surprising. It happened in Geneva here. That's interesting. So we'll get Switzerland out. We're pretty much done with this war for what I want. I just want to take this from them. I would take more, but I don't really need to, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to keep our truce timer a little short. So if we do need to, when we can, we will take all this from him at one point. It's no big deal. He's having one hell of a time because he is literally being transformed by 2 different Reformation centers, which is interesting. We're going to go ahead and do the pragmatic sanctions here. We do lose 25 imperial authority and legitimacy. It sucks, but we do get to keep female heirs. So if it does happen again, it's no big deal. We can still get them. That way, we just don't have to do it again. Yeah, it's a big loss, but the Reformation has already happened, so it's going to be a while before I can really get everything settled anyways. And before we forget, we also want to release Finland because I almost scored it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack Mulhouse here. And one of the things I want to do is I want to knock a couple guys out of him. But on top of that, I need another free city, and he's actually in a perfect spot to be a free city. He is Republic, so we can do it. He's going to hate me a little bit after that, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and knock Austria here. We might release Hungary. I'm not sure. Maybe get all his cores back for fun. But we can pop out Styria and maybe Tyrol if we want, because this is cheaper for liberation of vassals and countries, so we could free them easier that way. So I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see. It may not let me take land in this. Maybe we'll do that a little later, but neither here nor there. We do want to do this. I'm not going to call anybody in. I think we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and get this started. So we're going to go ahead and end our war with Mulhouse here. It was a pretty arduous war. I did take some land in Austria, forgetting that, oh look, Hungary's right there, so I can't release Hungary. So I'm just going to court for now, and then we'll go ahead and probably release Nitra from here, and we can expand in Nitra at least. Again, I should have just left that alone and just like released a whole bunch of little guys out of here and add them to the HRE. So what I might do is not do that, and I might just pour this land as well, and we'll just pop them out later, and then we'll be next to them so we can force them into the HRE. So we're going to go ahead and end this war. There we go. That's done. And then what we're going to do is get our manpower back, and then we're going to go after France, who's going to bring in Switzerland, and we're going to get Switzerland here. What sucks though is France allied to everybody under the sun over here. It's very obnoxious. I was just about to attack France, but I'm like, man, I'm going to have to fight so many people. But apparently they just dipped in diplomatic reputation. Crazy. So we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to call in Switzerland because Meming just flipped and they have a Reformation center, so we want that. So we're just going to beeline it down there. We're going to barrage it, and then we're going to force our religion on them. We're gonna go ahead and take the stuff from Switzerland and convert that as well. And then we're going to basically just probably release these guys at least. I think is the best way to do it. We're gonna take Barry, and all we're gonna do is release these guys and take that. I still need to wait for my reformation my reforms to be able to start popping people out and then forcing them to join the HRE. So with that being said, let's go ahead and attack for Barry here. So our war with France is over. We can make our peace deal. I'm just going to take the northern part right here. And then eventually we're going to start breaking out his vassals once we get enough. Unfortunately, I've been very unlucky with how everything's kind of coming out with the Reformation. Because a lot of these places, the reform centers, they have religious zeal, so I can't get rid of them. So that kind of sucks. I do believe we got rid of the one up here. Now we just need to get the one that's in Lithuania. That still has zeal till almost 16 more years. So it's going to cause damage over here still. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. A lot of these guys are staying Christian, it looks like. Some of these guys are just hard to get to. Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to get to Ansbach here. Or, well, I guess Bohemia, I could shrink down and then force their religion. I can attack him right now and get cores back, which I might do. But for now, we'll go ahead and get everybody back together. And I think I might call it here. I think this is a good start for it. I am having a little trouble with the Reformation here. Unfortunately, it's just the way it spawned. It kind of sucks. If they spawn in capitals, way easier to deal with because you can force the religion if they're small enough, and boom, you're done with it. You know. But you know that is sometimes how the HRE. It doesn't always go straightforward and easy for you. Starting off as a one province minor with 3 development and becoming the HRE leader and expanding all over the place. It's so much fun. It's great. Yeah, if you know how to play the game, things aren't as hard as you think they are, but really what's doing it, let's be honest here, is these ridiculous ideas, which isn't even the best. That was me just going, I don't have to worry about fighting things because I'll have really good troops. This goods produce modifier is nuts. How much I'm making in production and trade is high. I'm already 1/5 of the way there to 500 ducats for the achievement, so everything is going great. I pretty much just keep growing, and I'm gonna keep doing that. I need to expand into Muscovy and get more trade going, and it'll make it a little better, a little easier. I might have to come down and deal with these Ottomans. They are monstrous, and it's kind of exciting because it's like I do have this big block challenge right here. It's a lot of fun so far. So I think that's where it's at. Wherever you are, I hope that you're having a good morning, a good evening, or a good night. Bye.